Japanese gardens are a type of garden that claim their origin during the Asuka, Nara, and Heian periods of early Japan. Japanese gardens are popular in the United States today due to the latitudinal similarities of the two countries. These similarities provide favorable conditions that allow for plants to flourish as they did in their natural environments in Japan. The creation of these gardens demonstrates spiritual roots from Buddhism and Taoism. This religion influence is evident in references to many natural aspects of Hindu-Buddhist tradition, such as islands and small bodies of water, as well as placement of statues and temples and gardens. Today, Japanese gardens serve as places of tranquility and relaxation, providing beautiful and deliberate spaces to connect with nature and the other ideals of early Japan.
Japanese gardens are classified by the elements they contain, as well as the significance of those elements. Sand and small pebbles, often white in color, originally signified the divine space of the home, but are often raked in flowing formations to simulate movement of the seas and bodies of water. Water plays an important role in the Japanese garden and is usually enhanced by bridges, which may connect shore and island or extend over dry landscape. These bridges are made out of wood, known as kabashi, or stone. Japanese gardens may also contain koi ponds, often used to add an aesthetic element, and waterfalls, which serve as a symbol of the permanent impermanence in Buddhist and Taoist thought. Land and water islands, prominently featured in Japanese myths, are also employed as spiritual features within the garden. Stones and stone towers also carry spiritual meaning and have roots in Shinto belief.
A variety of trees and flowers are prominent in Japanese gardens and contribute to the overall experience of these gardens. The infamous Japanese maple is a prominent example, as well as the chrysanthemum and black thundercloud pine, a metaphor for the elderly and the test of time and fate. The black thundercloud pine, as well as bamboo and the flowering plum, are elements of the three friends of winter. The black pine and bamboo maintain their foliage throughout the cold winter, and then the plum blooms while winter is coming to a close. The Japanese silver fern often provides aesthetic pleasure to a Japanese garden, and bamboo fences and other structures are intended to give form and definition to a closed space of the garden.
Many of these plants and ideas have been brought to the United States so gardeners can replicate the style and aesthetic of a Japanese garden within their own home. One of the largest Japanese gardens in the United States is in Philadelphia at the Shofuso Japanese House and Garden. The Japanese House and Garden was originally constructed as an exhibition by the Museum of Modern Art in New York City. The mission of this house and garden is to allow Philadelphians to participate in activities that teach them about the cultural traditions of Japan while enjoying the typical scenery one would expect to find there. The garden is an effective teacher as it displays many plants and elements that would be found in native Japanese gardens, including koi ponds, an island, bridges, and stone statues.
One problem with Japanese gardens in America is the introduction of non-native species, some of which are invasive species. For example, the Japanese beetle likely came here via Japanese irises. Besides the horror of finding one in your hair, these pests have caused significant damage to our plants, including crops, and have been very difficult to control. While it does smell pleasant and sweet, Japanese honeysuckle is also a problem. This non-native plant is often harmful to several native plants. It will wrap around the trees, sometimes blocking them from getting enough sunlight. It also tends to outcompete with the native plants around it, which further allows it to become more prevalent.